let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Curt. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they're gonna have to regroup after this one.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with a sack.
He's on the move. Now he takes it.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Curt now from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On 1st down, Hurts. Flush down now to his left. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap for Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Give all the credit to the coverage on that one. Even with plenty of time to throw, they never gave him a lane to complete it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Curt's throwing again. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. In the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Purdy throwing here to start. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Offense up to the line fast. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Third and long, Purdy. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this one's soaring over the sideline pretty early. Looks like they'll give him to a little beyond the 30. Ball at the 33 for first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So it's second down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They kick the running back in motion. Second down. Hurts throwing again. Searches from the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Man in motion here. On third down, it's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Deshaun Gibson. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a third and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge eye.
His first throw is an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throwing for Hurts. Able to find Dotson here. And they get this down to the 28. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They'll come up first and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Chased out to his right. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Eagles parlay the interception into points. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles go up 10-zip here in the 1st. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh my, that's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41. Now Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Purdy on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Trying again, following the sack. Cut out left. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. They send a tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Purdy. Got used check, and it's complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've got 1st down from the 31. A tight end in motion now. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's Purdy to throw. Kittle brings it in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. They'll get another chance to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game.
49ers 7.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, here's Hurts. Finally lets this one go deep left side. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Big play sets him up pretty here with first and goal from the 5. Gonna run with Barkley. Has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
49ers 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The 49ers with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. From the 32. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
17 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Purdy throwing here on first. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. It's taken in by Juszczyk. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game.
49ers 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down throw by Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Moody knocks it through, and it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. We'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. Down the left sideline he goes. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. A hit.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to first and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. From the gun, McCaffrey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 5-yard line.
Motion man sent left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And the look outside yields no fruit. They make the stop near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh no, they get him yet again! Jair Brown has it! And the 49ers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running back sent in motion. From the gun is Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Finds his target, Mason. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. They've got a man in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. They'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Moody knocks it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down throwing for Hurts. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. And the kick is good. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They send a man in motion. Purdy on first down. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. Second and 3 now. To throw again, it's Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and it brings up a San Francisco first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Purdy to throw. That's taken in by Samuel. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Purdy looking to throw. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now it's 3rd and short.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Pretty throwing here on first. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Motioning Jennings left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. 49ers holding on to a field goal lead. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 9-point advantage. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Eagles 24. It's Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wisnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throwing now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. And the 49ers take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Curt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers as we say goodbye from Atlanta.